like using a mic. But so I'm Erin Grujic, and I am from Pincher Creek, a small town 2 hours south of here that's been in the news a lot this year for not so many good reasons. But I'm a small town girl. I'm a mom of 2 boys. I'm a wife to Igor, and I'm an occupational therapist. And I'm here to tell you a little bit about my story. I have kind of 2 stories, a physical transformation story, and then a little head game that went on. So before Beachbody, I was a collector of DVDs. Anybody else collect DVDs?
Totally.
Yeah, so I had a lot of Jillian Michaels DVDs. I had Jerry Love's Ripped 1000, and I would do some of them, but I wasn't really committed to them. And every time I went to Walmart, I would buy a new one. And my husband was like, okay, you can't just buy them, like you have to do them. They're not gonna just work on their own. And I was like, okay, you're right. This one time you're right. So we lived in Slovenia for about 4 years, and at that time, I was into fitness, but again, I wasn't committing. And my sister sent me P90X, and we did it. And he if you know him now, he's a big guy, but he was like, he lost a lot of weight, a lot of muscle, and then I got pregnant, so I stopped doing P90X because I thought it would hurt the baby. So yeah, I stopped, and then in January of 2013, we had moved back to Canada. We were living with my parents in their basement, and when the kids went to bed, we put on Insanity. Again, we got a burnt copy from someone. Sorry. So we were doing Insanity in my parents' basement, and it was killing me. I had a lot of back pain, and it was hard, and it was tiring, and he was just killing it. And I was like, this is hard for me. This is really hard. And so he kept going, and we got to like the midway point, and I was like, yeah, I'm done. And so I'd stop, I'd keep doing it, and I'd watch him, and I was like, good job. And I probably was eating popcorn or something. Anyways, I wasn't motivated to finish because it was hard, and he was doing it, and it was easy for him, and it was hard for me. So I quit. So the big thing that I didn't have support. I didn't have a nutrition plan. I was really bad. My nutrition was really bad. And I didn't have Shakeology. And then fast forward to summer of 2013 when T25 came out. And I was like, 25 minutes. I might be able to do that. And I talked to a coach, and I legit bought a challenge pack. Okay? No more burnt copies. Okay, so T25 was my first legit program, and I nailed it. Okay, I lost, I don't know, like somewhere along this journey I lost 30 pounds. Not all doing T25, but I started out, I had to do the modified program, and then by the end, I could do it, so it was great. But again, the difference was I had this shake that curbed my cravings, so I wasn't like junk food binging. I had support because I was in a challenge group, and I had meal plans. I was following that meal plan like to the T, and I was getting results. And over the years, I've kept it off, and I keep collecting DVDs, but I do them this time. I've completed 21 Day Fix, 21 Day Fix Extreme, Body Beast. I have 1 week left of Hard Corps. This is the first 2 times I didn't finish it, but I'm going to finish it next week. And yeah, I've got that support. But in February 2014, I finally decided that I was going to sign up to be a discount coach. My coach had been asking me since October when I got good results to sign up, and I was like, no, I have a job, I'm an occupational therapist. I go to work, I don't need to be a coach. But I really didn't understand what this coaching thing was. I thought I had to be a personal trainer and own a gym. And so I just said no right out the gates. And then in May, Wendy was running a Coach Basics group. And I kind of started dabbling, and I started talking to people about what happened when I did T25 and how I was feeling. And so I was kind of coaching. and I didn't know it. And yeah, so I became a full-fledged coach in May. I became Emerald. And then the big change for me was April 2015. I became a Diamond coach. And it wasn't about being the name Diamond, but when I heard my name on the National Wake Up Call, I said I'm not going to cry. So when I heard my name on National Wake Up Call, I was home with my kids, and I was like, listen, and we like, yay, us cheering. And my son, who was 5 at the time, my oldest, he went and drew me a picture. And he drew a picture of me, and we were reading this story at the time. You should read this story to your kids. It's called How Full Is Your Bucket? So we were reading this story, and so to have a full bucket, you have these, everybody has imaginary buckets on their head, or above their head, that you can't see, they're invisible. And when you do good things, it fills your bucket. And when you do bad things, or you're mean to people, you dip into people's buckets. So anyways, he drew me a picture, and he said, this is your bucket, Mom. There was a bucket above my head, and he said, your bucket's full. And I can't look at Julia. And so he said, your bucket's full, and then he showed me this heart in the middle, and he said, and your heart is full too, Mom. And, yeah, and so I said, you're right. This fills my bucket, and this fills my heart. And at that point in time, I had a decision to make. I had been working, I had a part-time position, and I had been offered to increase my hours to a permanent full-time position. And I wasn't sure what I wanted to do, and I talked to my boss, and I said, I just need some time to think about this. When he drew me that picture, my decision was made. I was like, I don't need to go to work more time. I don't need to send them to daycare more. I need to do more of this because this is what fills my bucket. So that was my big turning point as a coach. So I'm a bucket filler, and you guys are also bucket fillers, because when we help people start a journey, when we help people change their lives, when we give them things that give them energy, like fitness and nutrition, when we give them support, we fill their buckets. So thank you for this opportunity, both the physical transformation and allowing me to be a bucket filler, and thank you guys for